Lutheran JV team is terrible. I hope they got something coming back. They got, what, 16 points?
Oh. You're good at making big announcements.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The following is a live sports presentation of GLICOD. GLICOD.com.
GLICOD's coverage of Jim Butler Auto's Southern Indiana High School basketball starts now.
And welcome to Jim Butler Auto's coverage of Southern Indiana High School basketball on GLICOD.com. This is Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Paul Love, and we are at Floyd Central High School, Joe Hinton Court, for the Floyd Central High School Lady Highlanders on senior night at 7-Eleven, hosting the Trinity Lutheran Cougars at 12-6. The Cougars out of Seymour, Indiana, and we had the chance to talk to both coaches, and so we will get you some info from them here just a short while from now. But Coach Love, it's nice to have you out on this cold winter evening. We've got the JV game just about to finish up in front of us, and then senior night, we'll make sure and get a little bit of that on the screen for you folks. But well, it's one of those things where at this point these teams are pushing towards sectionals. They're right. just a couple weeks away from sectionals, a week and a half, really. So when you were coaching, what are your thoughts as you push into the end of the season about balancing getting your team better and trying to keep them healthy, and just thoughts on that?
All those things are good, of course, but one thing I can recall is that you lighten up at practice time. In other words, you might go 2 hours early in the season, but toward the end of the season, maybe an hour of practice during a week is about all you need. If they don't know it by then, they're not going to know it by the sectional time. So that's one of the main things I remember. Like you say, just keeping them healthy, keeping them strong, keeping them positive.
Absolutely. As the Floyd Central JV squad defeats Trinity Lutheran 42-25. Well, and Coach, again, with this Floyd Central team, I've seen them a couple of times this year. They need to rebound. They've got the size to rebound, but they need to rebound, and then they always seem like they need to control the glass, and so that would be one of those things for both of these squads. They're going to want to try to do that and control the glass and try to take over a little bit in this game, control that tempo, right?
Absolutely so. And I hate that word, absolutely. It seems like I use it all the time. I'm sorry, just spouting off. Hey, listen, one of the things I see in looking at this Trinity Lutheran team, we've not seen them play, but that Bailey Tabling seems like she's the real deal here as far as scoring points is concerned. And with a little size, I imagine they're going to focus a lot of their attention on her later on.
Absolutely. So Bailey Tabling averaging 21.3 points per game and 8.3 rebounds per game, leading Trinity Lutheran in both. So absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, let's step away here from some of our awesome sponsors here on GLICOD. When we return, you will hear from the head coach of Trinity Lutheran, Mike Lang. But lest I forget, first we are going to take a quick look at this week's schedule, and as I put the schedule up, I'm going to have to take something off the board here very quickly, as we were scheduled to do New Albany, and GLICOD was scheduled to do New Albany and the Silver Creek game tomorrow night, and that is no longer going to happen, as the game, as of just a few moments ago, we got word that game is a scratch, so that will not happen. So what we do have on this week's schedule, brought to you by 9 Round Fitness in Clarksville. Experience a 9-round workout for free with no obligations. Visit them at 1225 Veterans Parkway. And what we do have on the 9-round schedule is on Thursday, January 27th. We've got these same Floyd Central Highlanders traveling to Providence for a girls' contest, 7:30 next Thursday night. That will be senior night at Providence High School. And then next Saturday, the Christian Academy Warriors at the Borden Braves in boys varsity basketball action. So Thursday, Floyd Central at Providence, and Saturday, Kai at Borden. Again, look at this week's schedule on GLICOD, brought to you by 9 Round Fitness in Clarksville. Well, let's step away, and when we return, we will hear from Coach Mike Lang of the Trinity Lutheran Cougars on GLICOD.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want an escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate agent Packy Page, with offices in Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville. To find out how Allstate can put you in good hands, or for a free quote, call Packy at 812-202-7271.
Coach, as I've looked at just scouted you just a little bit I have from my notes, it looks like you've got a very nice ball club, won a lot of games this year, and really kind of led by Ms. Tabling. Is that correct? And what kind of pieces do you have around her? What are our viewers going to see tonight?
Well, yeah, Bailey is our leader, on the floor. She's averaging 21 a game, I believe. We got a couple good shooters around her on the floor. Kayleen Cochran, who's a senior, and Liza Froge. And, then we got a freshman, Madison Keith, who plays with a lot of energy and kind of a jack of all trades, and Emma Shepman down low for us, who does a lot of the dirty work. This is our second game in probably 7 weeks that we've had our full roster back. We've really struggled with some illnesses and some sicknesses, so it's good having everybody back together.
Absolutely. Well, as you push towards playoff time, because it's sectionals are just right around the corner, what else do you want your team to do to get better? Every coach wants their team to get better. What do you really want them to work on?
Well, I think for us, it's just about getting our legs back under us and getting everybody back playing on the same page. I thought we had a really nice offensive showing against Brown County our last time out, scoring 71. We did that on 19 assists, so we were sharing the ball. We were seeing the floor really well. But mainly what we got to clean up, offensive rebounds. We got to do a better job sealing the other team off the basket and just being a little bit more physical down low when it comes to rebounding.
Well, now, as far as this Floyd Central team that you're up against tonight, anything in particular jump out at you as you scouted them up?
They got good length, good athleticism. I think Keegan Kaiser can really get to the basket on you. They got good shooters around her, but I think what we got to do, we really got to keep Chilikowski off the glass and contain her and Gibson off the glass and just contain the others and keep them in front of us, and we'll be all right. They're athletic. Their schedule don't indicate how good they are. They got a tough schedule, so we got to come take care of business and play for a strong 32 minutes on the road.
Well, I think you touched on it, especially with the comment about the rebounding and the offensive glass. Any other keys to the game? If you guys are going to win the ball game tonight, what do you need to do?
Make shots. We got to make shots. We're going to try to spread them out. If we can get them spread out and get to the basket, that's our bread and butter, playing inside out. And if we can knock some shots down early, get some confidence, I think we'll be all right.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And stay tuned for all the Southern Indiana High School basketball action on GLICOD.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on GLICOD.
It's time for Keys to the Game here tonight on GLICOD. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Mac Construction. Mac Construction providing safe, productive, quality workmanship in civil construction and excavation. Visit macconstruction.com. And it's time for those. And Coach, thoughts on Keys to the Game? We're just kind of keying off what both of these coaches. I'm giving you a preview of what Coach Gianfagna is going to tell you in a few minutes. But thoughts on Keys to the Game here for both of these ball clubs?
Pretty standard stuff, I think. You can hear this from coaches most of the time, but obviously rebounding is going to be a big thing. With Shelahowski down there with some size and Kaiser with some size, I'm sure Coach Lang is concerned about that. And like anybody, making shots. I mean, if you shoot a percentage 40 to 50% in a game, you're going to be right in it. But without that, who knows? As far as Floyd Central is concerned, that tabling must be pretty good, averaging 21 and 8 rebounds. So 5'10" junior. They're going to have to get after her a little bit. And then, of course, like I said, rebound. You got to be a key to the game.
Absolutely. So as you see there, the Floyd Central and Trinity Lutheran teams and what those keys to the game, they're again just kind of keying on what the coaches told us. And you're going to hear more here in just a little bit from Coach Randy Gianfagna about what he wants his team to do, especially with defending Bailey tabling, and so that's going to be a big part of Floyd Central. I want to key on one other thing with this too, Coach, and that is just how often teams' defenses, when you make a shot, how important it is, whether it's, just keeping the other team off the offensive glass, one or the other, just how important that is for getting into your own offense in your own rhythm and not being out of sync, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you hear the word transition, and transition from one end to the other is very important. And it's just a matter of more than anything else of running the floor. Some players can get out and go, and others maybe think, well, offense is over, so I can just lag back on defense. You got to play both ends of the floor, I think, more than anything else.
Well, so let's step away. Again, these were our keys to the game brought to you by Mac Construction. Mac Construction provides safe, productive, quality workmanship in civil construction and excavation. Visit macconstruction.com. Well, we are going to, again, step away, and when we return, we are going to hear from Coach Randy Gianfagna of the Floyd Central Lady Highlanders, and so stay tuned for that and all the rest of the pregame as we count down to Trinity Lutheran and Floyd Central tonight on GLICOD.
Busy, always on the go. And when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it is not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities, the Department of Mental Health and Addictions, and Our Place.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
This is Todd Carter here with Floyd Central head coach Randy Gianfagna, and coach, it's senior night tonight. So just your thoughts on your senior class this year and what they've meant to the program.
Well, after film upstairs, we just said, we want to thank you because they've been, since I've been the head coach, they've been with us. So, hey, going through everything we've gone through, and, I appreciate their effort and what all they brought to the program. So we're excited for them to have this great night, for tonight.
As far as the team goes and how you're playing, you're really on the final stretch here before sectionals. So every coach wants their team to get better. What else? What do you need to still do to get better?
Well, we're not rebounding as well as I'd like, and the other thing, we're fouling a lot. So we're putting the people on the free throw line. So those two things we've tried to make a point of emphasis is we've got to stop fouling. And it's about early fouls, getting in foul trouble early. So, we have to make sure we're not doing that. And then we gave them, I think like Bedford gave 20 offensive rebounds against Bedford. So, you're not going to win any games doing that. So, but we've been playing outside of the Bedford game. We've really played well in our last 6 or 7 games. So.
Yeah, it looks like there has been some improvement in shooting, and it also, the defense really has looked pretty good from what I've seen.
We really have played pretty well defensively, and then the nights we've shot it well, we've really played well. But we've been in every game just because of our defense. And, we've had a bunch of girls, keep coming on. We still have 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. Yeah. And Callie Joe, Stella Husky's gotten much improved this year, and teams are starting to double her. So how do we go from there? She had back-to-back doubles in December. So and then obviously Keegan being our our leader, and Kendall Brown, she was our leading scorer in a couple games too. So we're just still fitting all the pieces together.
Absolutely. What do you know about this Trinity Lutheran team that you're up against tonight?
The tabling kid is really good. She's, she had a 1,000-point on us last year as a sophomore at this time. So that tells you, and she's averaging 20 points a game. So our thing was, that's if she gets 20, that's fine. We can't let everybody else, because she takes 20 shots to get it. So, but she averages 10 threes a game, and 20 shots a game. So she's a handful. But you can't give her 20 and then let everybody else get all their points. So we're going to try and limit what we can. And again, get on the backboard. That's one of our keys tonight. We got to make sure we are taking care of that, the backboard.
Well, so rebounding a key. Yeah. What else, as far as if you're going to win the game tonight, what else do you need your young ladies to do?
We got to find her in transition, then we got to score. They're pretty physical on their defense, and we've got to be able to take it and score on them. So if we get 45, I think we'll win the game. So we'll have to wait and see. But limiting all those other girls and then keeping tabling to our average, I think we'll be fine.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was head coach Randy Gianfagna, and stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on GLICOD.
I'm your cat, and ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is a billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd's Knobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
As COVID-19 continues in our community, we are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
As we are back for Floyd Central hosting Trinity Lutheran, ball club's warming up here at Floyd Central High School, Joe Hinton Court. Tonight's storylines brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana, and you can be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. And our Community Action storylines tonight are at senior night for these seniors at Floyd Central. There are going to be 5 of them, and they will actually be starting. Just to give you a little bit of a preview there, all 5 will be starting. And so, Coach, just your thoughts on seniors and what it means to kind of the pride in being a senior on your last time on your home court.
Well, I think Coach John Fania states that with his starting lineup. I mean, these. Not all, some of them started, of course, but not all 5 would be normally starting and maybe not playing a significant amount of time. So that means it's important to him. And, of course, this is the time of the year. It's homecoming time. It's senior night, and we're winding it down now. A couple games left before sectional starts. And let's see, do you know offhand where the sectional is going to be played? Is that at Charlestown again by chance? Or?
So I should know, and I'm sorry I don't.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. I should know that.
Yeah, I didn't really put you on the spot or anything, but, it is push time for sectional. We talked about that, and I think, we at this stage of the year, you're hoping you're playing about as well as you're going to be playing, and usually your playing time is pared down to maybe the first 7 or 8 players, a couple off the bench, and you're going with your main guys or gals as far as this time of the year is concerned. So, that's where we are anyway. A couple games left, and we'll be in tournament.
Well, that's right. Just really not that much time left, and then as Coach said, it's tournament time. It will be here before we know it. Well, we had a little bit of a late start just because of a bit of a long JV game, and then the senior night festivities here that we're out on the court. So we will step away again. We've still got about 8 or 9 minutes before the tip. So we're going to step away and hear from some more of our great GLICOD sponsors. And then when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups, and it will be time for girls basketball soon here on GLICOD.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on GLICOD.
So, executive producer Steve Bird chimed in and reminded me that the girls' sectional playoff draws are scheduled for Sunday, this Sunday on IHSAA.TV.org, and that's from 5 to 7 p.m., and then Floyd Central plays in sectional 15 at Jeffersonville. So Floyd Central will play in sectional 15 at Jeffersonville. That's that 4A sectional. Well, let's look at the starting lineups for both squads here. And first, for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, again at 12 and 6, they will go as follows. Number 5, Lisa Froge, a 5'8" sophomore forward. Bailey Tabling, the junior at 5'10" and a 5'10" guard. Bailey Tabling, leading scorer and leading rebounder for this Cougar ball club. Kayleen Cockerham is a 5-foot senior guard. Madison Keith, a 5'6" freshman forward. And Emma Shepman, a 5'9" senior forward. So again, Froge, Tabling, Cockerham, Keith, and Shepman is how the young ladies from Trinity Lutheran will go. For the home Highlanders, they will go as follows. Keegan Kaiser, the senior point guard. Next up, Maddie Hamelman, a senior forward. Peyton Coker, another senior forward. And then Callie Jo Shelahowski, a 6'2" junior center. So 4 seniors, and then CJ Shelahowski will go as the starting lineup for Floyd Central at 7 and 11. Again, Kaiser, Brown, Hamelman, Kokert, and Shelahowski. I think we will see fairly rapidly with the normal schedule will come up probably both Samara Miller and Nora Gibson in the ball game for the Highlanders. So those are your starting lineups. And we are going to step away for just a few moments, and when we return, we will have the ball game coming up for you tonight. Again, the Trinity Lutheran Cougars at 12-6. The Floyd Central Highlanders at 7-11. The Cougars led by Bailey Tabling, 21.3 points a game, 8.3 rebounds a game. And the Highlanders definitely very much led by senior point guard Keegan Kaiser, as Keegan, while she may not score a whole lot of points on a given night, is definitely the heart of the leadership and quite the main ball handler for this Floyd Central team. All right, well, let's step away, and when we return, we will have we will have the tip for you here tonight on GLICOD.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voinier's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
One fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
Where's Super Guy?
What?
No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From GLICOD, it's Jim Butner Auto Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. By Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. By the Clark County Health Department, promoting a safe and healthy community. ClarkHealth.net. By Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives. By Centra Credit Union, Carter Family Dentistry in New Albany, State Farm Insurance Agent Teresa Lamb, Our Place, Burns Garage, Priority Radiology, and Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll. Now to courtside for all the action from GLICOD on Jim Butner Auto Southern Indiana High School Basketball.
COVID-19 continues in our community. We are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure. But it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
As the starting lineups are introduced here at Joe Hinton Court, Floyd Central High School, we will quickly run through them again for you. For the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, Lisa Froge, a sophomore forward, Bailey Tabling, a junior guard, Kayleen Cockerham, a senior guard, Madison Keith, a freshman forward, and Emma Shepman for the Cougars. Again, executive producer Steve Bird let me know Trinity Lutheran's sectional, that is 1A sectional number 62, is at West Washington. So the Trinity Lutheran sectional at West Washington. The Highlanders go as follows. Keegan Kaiser, senior point guard, Kendall Brown, senior forward, Maddie Hamelman, a senior forward, Peyton Kokert, a senior forward, and Callie Joe Shalhowski, a 6'2 junior center, is the lineup for the Highlanders. As the starting lineups being introduced now for the Lady Highlanders. We will also bring your attention as the game goes on to the ticker at the bottom, which we'll do our best to try to keep some scores of local interest up on that. And we will also have halftime and end of game stats for you, as well as the most outstanding players. Most outstanding players brought to you by Skyline Chili, and that for both ball clubs tonight. As again, the Highlanders having been introduced, and we are about to have basketball action for you folks tonight.
A little bit later start. Looking at my watch here, not a 7:30, but they had the senior night and all the festivities, so we're ready to tip it off now.
So here we go. So it looks like Emma Shepman, senior for Trinity Lutheran, will be jumping the tip against CJ Shelahowski for the Highlanders. As we get ready to go here. And the ball is up, and the tip is controlled. Back to Maddie Hamelman, who will start things off for the Highlanders. And that's Kaiser with it. Keegan Kaiser with it now. Takes it inside, trying to dump it down low, and instead out of bounds.
Not the start that they were hoping for. Try to hit that high-low post, sort of.
As Trinity Lutheran, that's Froge with it now. Cockerham. And then
there she goes.
That's Tabling, trying to drive it, just like the coach told you in that pregame that they would do. And trying to drive it, but losing it, knocked away out of bounds, should say. And keyed it in there. That's Cockerham with it now. Back to Tabling, gets a little screen. Up with the three. It will not go. Rebound there to Kendall Brown. Brown off to Kaiser. As Maddie Hamelman thought about taking it up and in, but defense closed her out. And shot up and good by Keegan Kaiser. 3-point bucket. So Floyd Central first on the board. That's Cockerham driving it. She gave it up to Froge. And shot up. That was Keith that took that. Rebound down to Floyd Central. Hamelman over in the corner to Brown. Kendall Brown short on that, and the rebound coming to Blue. Tabling. Backs it out to three-point land, puts it up, won't go. And Coach Gianfagna hinted at that Tabling was a bit of a volume shooter. She would take a number of shots to try to get one in there. That was C.J. Shelahowski who missed from point-blank range, really. Keith eyed the three-pointer, but gives it up instead. Tabling, now to Froge, thought about it, goes around the defender, and then gets fouled.
Going to get the 2 free throws here.
So first foul against Floyd Central that goes against Peyton Coker. As Froge can't get the first to go. 54% free throw shooter for the 5'8" sophomore.
Come tournament time, you got to be able to make the free throws. We see this in both the boys and the girls sport. And miss both.
Miss both, but Tabling with the rebound gets a shot back up, but it won't go, and Shelahowski comes down with the board. Now Kaiser thought she had a lane, gives it up to Brown instead. Brown dumps it down to Shelahowski, kicks it back out. Kaiser takes another 3. That one long off the back of the rim. Froge comes down with it. So still just a 3-0 ball game for Floyd Central. Trinity Lutheran yet to break the seal on that basket.
Man-to-man defense, or woman-to-woman, is that what you call it?
Absolutely.
Oh, there
now
she is.
Long
Whoa.
3 from Tabling, just won't go, rolls off. Another board for Floyd Central. So far, Floyd Central really controlling the glass there on the defensive end.
Heard the coach say making shots was so important.
It's Coker to Brown. Brown gets it into Shelahowski and just can't get it to go from the front of the dish. Trinity Lutheran takes it down, gets it to Tabling. She's working against Brown. Trinity still working it. Tried to get it to Tabling, and there to clean it up was Madison Keith.
A little bit of luck on that one. They put the ball in Tabling's hands, as you can see. Handles the ball nicely. Nice pass.
Gives it up to Keith, though. Oh, and then really nice block there out of C.J. Shelahowski. Keegan Kaiser on the other end. Scoop shot, won't go. Gets her own board. Up on the rim, good. And the chance for the and one. So Kaiser with her 5th point and all 5 points on the scoreboard thus far.
That's not a big surprise. Keegan Kaiser usually leads the Highlanders in scoring. And makes that one.
Swishes her 6th point home. That was Emma Shepman whistled for the foul on the Cougars. Shepman with the ball now. And gives it up to Cockerham. Cockerham trying to work it right now back to the center. And finds it in the hands of Tabling, who shoots a long 3. Shelahowski grabs a hold of it, gets it to Gibson, then to Kaiser. Kaiser ahead to Brown, who just ran into traffic there. Madison Keith in the right place at the right time, knocks it away. Tabling, another, I don't know if that was a 2 or a 3. It was right
2,
on the line, but can't get it to fall. Brown on the other end gets fouled on the shot, and she will go to the line.
Coach Lang, excuse me, Todd. Coach Lang talked about making shots. Trinity Lutheran, they're 0 for their first 7, so Need to find that range.
So trailing 6-0 is Trinity Lutheran, and Kendall Brown, 5'6" senior forward, eyes the first of the free tosses. It won't go. So far, all 6 points for Floyd Central from Keegan Kaiser, as Natalia Gaines looks to check in the ball game. And now Kendall Brown on the scoreboard, and she will check to the sideline. Natalia Gaines, junior guard, checks in the ball game. Gaines typically a very good defender, and then also can shoot the three from time to time. Tabling with Kaiser on her, and Kaiser's playing her tight, that's for sure. Shot from the corner there, and that one won't go there. That was Cockerham who aired that out. And again, Trinity Lutheran can't seem to break the seal on the basket.
You know, they average 55 points a game, so I'm wondering where those points are going to come from, huh?
Shot up and won't fall. That was Samara Miller with it, the freshman. Froge with it. Little weave out there. That's Cockerham. Drives it down inside. Samara Miller made her change her shot. Follow up by Shepman. That one won't go. And then a whistle underneath. See who that's against. And that's going to go against Gaines. Her first and the team second. And we have a timeout on the floor, so we will take a timeout as well. When we return, you'll have more first quarter action here on GLICOD.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
Trinity Lutheran 0 for 10 in this early going, and still have not broken open the scoring. And Coach, what did you say they were from three?
0 for 5.
0 for 5 from three-point range, but we've got a foul. That's going to send Tabling to the line. A 73% free throw shooter. Natalia Gaines picks up her second quick foul there.
Somehow or another, I suspect they're going to get on the board, and
yep,
they do.
And they do. Well, and Bailey Tabling, a 44% field goal shooter, so you figure water will find its level sooner or later.
I promise you, she'll keep shooting it.
Yeah. So Tabling with the first two for Trinity Lutheran, and makes it 7-2 with 1:44 left. And that's Hamelman back in the ball game, tries to find Gaines, gives it up to Gibson. Now back to Kaiser. Kaiser takes it in, can't get it from the left side of the dish, and Madison Keith rips it down. Ahead to Froge. Froge has it taken away. That's Samara Miller ahead to Gaines. Gaines just couldn't grab the handle on it, gets it back outside to Miller, and Miller puts it up and in. Froge now with it. Looks to drive on Hamelman, gives it up instead. That's Keith with it. Keith got her player going the other way, laid it up and in, or excuse me, up. Couldn't get it to go though. Ripped down by Nora Gibson. And then on the other end, quick turnover by the Highlanders. with 30 seconds left. Little handoff out high and a foul. No, jump ball? Jump ball, I'm sorry.
He called jump ball, yeah.
Called a jump ball. Gaines checks to the sideline. And Kaiser checked to the sideline. Brown and Shelahowski back in the ball game. Oh, nice screen there for Cockerham. She can't make hay out of it. Now gets the ball back, takes the long two. It won't go. Shepman cleans it up and is pushed on that rebound. It's going to go against Miller. Fouls beginning to pile up a little bit against Floyd Central. 4-2.
14 seconds.
And shot up, and that won't go. That was tabling again. And then a quick turnover. Back to tabling. She thought about the three, gives it up, down inside. That was Keith. It won't go. 4 seconds to go. Hamelman looks to lay it up and can't get it to fall. So at the end of one, our score here at Floyd Central High School, the Highlanders 9 and Trinity Lutheran Cougars 2. Come on back, second quarter coming up on GLICOD.
COVID-19 continues in our community. We are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
Second quarter upcoming now on GLICOD between Floyd Central and Trinity Lutheran. FC on the alternating possession has the ball first. Handoff there for Kendall Brown, has a lane. Oh, and then blocked away. Tabling, nice defense there. Tabling shoots the three offline and rolls out of bounds. It's at 0 of 15 now for Trinity Lutheran.
0 of 7 from beyond the arc. I'd say this is an off night start. She averages 21 points. You know, come on.
Absolutely, and 44% shooting. Shelahowski tied up down low, but the ball pops loose, and Cockerham ends up with it. She drives it to the free throw line, gives it up for Froge. Froge taking it down inside, gets fouled on the drive. Fifth foul against the Highlanders.
They'll give her a shooting foul. I was wondering whether on the floor or obviously shooting.
First won't go. And the second does for Froge. I'll get that score up on the scoreboard here in a moment.
3 points, all free throws. Looking for their first field goal still is Trinity Lutheran.
Floyd Central back on offense. Kaiser trying to get it down low to Shelahowski, knocked away. It was tabling. Jumped in there. And a three by Keegan Kaiser, who has 9. Another shot up. Trinity Lutheran can't get it to go. And at the other end, Keegan Kaiser just didn't quite handle it. And we've got the Jim Butner Auto ticker now running for you down below. Only score at the moment is Borden over Henryville. Girls basketball action 7-5. 12-3 here at Floyd Central, as Trinity Lutheran just having trouble getting the ball in the basket. So Coach Lang was right in that pregame. They needed to make shots and have not been able to. As good defense there. Denial by Kendall Brown. Ball knocked out of bounds, and to the ladies in white.
You know, a player like Tabling missing all those shots, she's got to be wondering in her mind, she just needs to get on a roll. If she'll make one, watch out, you know.
I kind of thought maybe when she hit that free throw, Coach, sometimes that's what sort of opens it up, you know, for a player. They hit a couple free throws, watch the ball go in the basket, and then you know, they can hit some from the floor. So I was a little surprised that she's missed her next couple after that free throw.
Right. Kaiser playing pretty good defense on her, though. So.
Absolutely. And then Tabling doing the same on the other side, knocking that ball away.
Going to call a foul. Fouling on.
And that's going to go against Shelahowski.
That represents the 6th turnover for the Highlanders. Only 1 turnover for Lutheran, according to my sheet. So they've handled the ball well, but they haven't gotten good looks at the basket.
That's Cockerham who brought the ball across the timeline. Now Froge down low inside, and then knocked on the arm was Bailey Tabling. So she will go back to the line. Keegan Kaiser whistled for the foul. And that puts Trinity Lutheran in the bonus. And Tabling knocking home that first. And can't get the second to go. Samara Miller charges down inside and puts it up in traffic. It won't go. Knocked out of bounds off FC. And a timeout on the floor. So we will take a timeout as well. Hear from some of our great sponsors here on GLICOD. More when we return in about 40 seconds on GLICOD.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is a billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
The Highlanders being led by Keegan Kaiser tonight with 9 points. Bailey Tabling leads the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, but only with 3 on 3 made free throws, averaging 21. So one of the goals for Highlander coach Randy Gianfagno was that they figured Tabling would get her 20 and was to limit everybody else. But so far,
quarter and a half. Quarter and a half. They've only got 4 points. So that's what happens when you're 0 for 16 from the field.
And
a closely guarded turnover, I guess.
Closely guarded turnover.
Only the 2nd for the Cougars.
That's Nora Gibson triggers the ball into senior Keegan Kaiser. Kaiser goes right, dumps it off. Cougars in the corner. Brown shoots the three, long off the rim, and Kaiser couldn't come down with the rebound, rolls out of bounds. Not a bad look, just couldn't get it to go.
You take that shot from a good shooter such as Brown.
As Tabling advances the ball and backs up, shoots the three. It will not fall. Nora Gibson takes it down, gets it to Hamelman, ahead to Cougars.
She had a foot on the line over there at time. Oh, that's not a foot over the line.
Swinging it back around. Kaiser puts up the three. It won't go. And it's off of either Cougars or Hamelman, not sure which. But ball to the ladies in blue. Keith gives it up to Shepman. And that's new to the game. Kayla Goker is number 14, as Tabling takes one from the elbow. It won't go. And just cannot find the range here at Floyd Central. Gibson gets his screen, gives it up. Brown thought about the three, takes it inside instead, and gets it to go off the glass. So Kendall Brown with her third point. That's
first
Keith.
field goal.
Absolutely. Keith with the drive and the score makes it 14-6. Nora Gibson down inside, up and off the glass. Nice look there.
Good post speed,
Quick.
good execution.
Yeah, quick, good pass, quick turn and bucket. Tabling gives it up and shot up. That one won't go. That was Cockerham. Couldn't get the three. Kaiser brings it across timeline. Gives it up to Brown, but just was a little ahead of her. Nora Gibson cleans it up, though. Cougars takes the three-point basket. Three-point attempt. It won't go. Tabling with it, but a little hesitation there allowed Floyd Central to get back on defense. She'll shoot the three anyway. Won't go off the right side of the rim. Hamelman cleans it up. Head to Brown. Back to Hamelman. Then to Cougars. Cougars down low. Kaiser from the post.
Nice
look. Yep, absolutely. Keegan Kaiser has 11 on senior night. 18-6 our score. And that's Madison Keith, the freshman, has scored half the Trinity Lutheran points on these last couple of field goals in just last minute or so of ball game. Keaton Kaiser looks to drive it. Gives it up to Hamelman. Hamelman on the drive. Shot up, won't go. Gets her own rebound and the foul. So Maddie Hamelman, senior, got to start the game tonight. And that was Kayla Gerker with the foul. Hamelman cannot convert on the first. Froge checks back in the ball game, and Miller does as well. Hamelman can't convert on either, and ball came down to Keith. Just about had it slapped away quickly up to Froge, who lays it up and in. Liza Froge cuts the lead to 8 for the Highlanders. I would just about call this a flurry, Coach.
Really. Made 3 out of their last 5 shots after 0 for 18.
And Floyd Central looks to be happy to hold.
Wisely to get a good shot here to end the half.
Now Cockerham comes out to play Gibson, puts the ball on the floor. Oh, nearly taken away by Tabling, but Kaiser corrals it. Gives it up to Miller. Miller looks for the screen. Comes back to Kaiser, now down inside. Gibson with a good nose for the basket there. Puts it up and in. As time runs out on the first half, we have a halftime score. Floyd Central 20, Trinity Lutheran 10. As we break for the halftime, please come on back. We will have stats and scoring for both clubs when we return here on GLICOD.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Find out about online banking and other services by visiting Centra.org.
Halftime here at Floyd Central High School, where tonight's halftime numbers brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. First, we are going to cover the scoring for both ball clubs, and then when we come back after a short break, Coach has had his pencil and calculator, I should say, going, and we'll give you the team stats for both teams. So for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, they were led in scoring by Madison Keith with 4. Bailey Tabling and Liza Froge both had 3 points. For the Floyd Central Highlanders, they were led by Keegan Kaiser with 11, 4 from Nora Gibson, 3 from Kendall Brown, and 2 from Samara Miller. So again, Kaiser and Gibson lead the Highlanders. We will take another brief break, but when we return, Coach is going to get you all of the halftime numbers for the team, including really the difference in this game, which is some unfortunately poor shooting out of the Trinity Lutheran Cougars in this first half. But we'll get you all those stats and numbers, sponsored by Centra Credit Union, when we return here on GLICOD.
A credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're up front with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Opioid overdoses in Clark County are at record highs. That's why the Clark County Health Department is now training volunteers to administer to victims of opioid abuse the drug Narcan, which may reverse its effects. To find out when and where CPR and Narcan training will be available, visit clarkhealth.net. You can help control the opioid epidemic. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
As again, we are at halftime here at Joe Hinton Court, Floyd Central High School. It's time for the halftime numbers, again brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. And for that, we're going to turn it over to Coach Love. Coach?
Trinity Lutheran finally got it going in the second quarter where they made 3 field goals. They only had 3 field goals in the half, 3 out of 24, 12.5%, 0 for 10 from beyond the arc, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, that's 50%, but shooting 12.5%, not going to get it done in the first half. But they're getting it going here a little bit. I had them rebounding 16 times with only 2 turnovers, so good floor game. Floyd Central, 8 of 23 for the first half, 34.8%. They were 2 for 7 from beyond the arc, 28.6, and 2 of 5 free throws for 40%. Had them with 19 rebounds, slightly more than the Cougars, and errors, I had them with 6 in the first half of play.
All right, so both teams wanted to rebound and got lots of chances on some missed opportunities scoring-wise, but so rebounding really fairly even. Floor game better for Trinity Lutheran than Floyd Central as far as those errors go, but both teams reasonably clean. Big difference, of course, is that shooting for Trinity Lutheran. 12.5% from the field, including that 0 of 10 from three-point land. And there's your difference, folks, on those Centra Credit Union halftime numbers. Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to step away again here from some more of our awesome sponsors. And when we return, we will reset things for the second half here on GLICOD.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
As we get set for the third quarter here on GLICOD, it's time to put Coach on the spot here just a minute and say, put yourself in both these coaches' shoes in just a few seconds' time, and what do both want to do?
Trinity, just keep shooting it till tabling. They're going to start falling for her. You better believe that. So that's on her side. I like the way Floyd Central drove the basketball to the basket. Ended up with some off-balance shots in the process, but that dribble drive penetration, I think, worked well for them in the first half.
So both teams now are resetting for the second half, and Trinity Lutheran with it out first. Bailey Tabling looks to drive it against Kaiser. Oh, nice right-handed move there.
There you go.
Cutting that lead back to 8, and then down low, CJ Shilahowski up and in. That's her first pair of the game. Tabling, trying to drive against Kaiser, has to back it out instead. Now, Froge finds Tabling. Oh, nice give and go. Froge, though, in there with CJ Shilahowski just making her change a shot, knocked out of bounds off of FC. Tabling gets it right in, and Cockerham puts up the three, won't go. And Miller comes down with it, quickly ahead to Gibson. Now Miller shoots from the free throw line and knocks it home. Her fourth point of the ball game. Froge. And she finds Tabling on a nice little pick and roll there. They said Brewer, but that was Tabling, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay, that's what I thought. Gibson drives it inside, won't go. Tabling comes down with the rebound. Gives it up in the corner there. That's Keith. Now Froge looks to drive it. And she gets it to Keith. Keith high off the glass. As Keith brings the Trinity Lutheran score to 16 on her 6th point of the night. First bucket of the second half. Kaiser gives it to Brown. Brown looks to drive it and gives it up to Miller in the corner. Three won't go. Tabling comes down with the rebound. And quickly ahead, that was Cockerham with it. Gave it up to Froge. And again, Cockerham takes it inside. She's fouled. So Kayleen Cockerham, 67% free throw shooter, will head to the line. 5-foot senior Kendall Brown whistled.
After missing their first 18 shots, they have made 6 of 10. Believe that. Second part.
And both misses, though,
Wow.
on the free throws out of a 67% free throw shooter. So that's a bit surprising. Miller gives it up to Kaiser, and Kaiser on the three won't go, but that was a good look. I think Coach Gianfani would like that, yeah, pretty much every time. And Tabling
look out.
airs it out. nice bucket there for her 10th point.
First 3-point bucket of the game.
And I'm sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened to my scoreboard, but it went away for a moment. Now it's back, but just at that time, we are going to step away. We've got a break on the floor, so we'll take a break as well. When we return, more third quarter action here on GLICOD.
COVID-19 continues in our community. We are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
A 10-point game at halftime, cut in half. Floyd Central with the ball, but Trinity Lutheran scoring the ball well so far in this half. Now an empty trip there for the Highlanders after attempt and then down low. Shepley can't get it to go. Excuse me, that was Keith, couldn't get it to go, but Cockerham comes up with it. Back to Tabling, shoots the three. That won't go, and the Karam comes back to Tabling. Now Froge. Froge shoots the three. It won't fly. And cleaning it up underneath is Tabling. So Tabling cuts it to a 3 points. Highlander lead. Now foul on Froge. Her first, team first. Both teams with one here. Sends Kendall Brown to the line. She can't convert. Let's see if Brown can pop home the second one, and she does. She's got 4. So lead there for a bit at 3 now. Back out to 4, but that bit of a cushion. I think the Highlanders led by 12, maybe twice was the largest lead. Froge looks to drive it and gets around her defender, puts it up, and just couldn't get it to fall. Good look, though. Miller to Kaiser. Now Kaiser with it. As the Highlanders trying to look to get the ball to either Hamelman or Shelahowski down in the post. Now help's got to come, and it does. Nora Gibson looks to reset. Oh, nearly taken away. Samara Miller picked up her dribble, got it to Kaiser. She takes it down in traffic, gets the bucket and the foul. Heady play there by Keegan Kaiser on the baseline. And Tabling whistled for the foul. That's her first, I believe it is. As Kaiser splashes home the free throw, takes it back out to 7. Good response there from Floyd Central when the lead got close, but Tabling airs out another 3. It won't go. Good rebound in underneath by Keith. Now battle for it, finally knocked back out. Cockerham, she'll set for the 3 and bury it. So Cockerham brings it back to a 4-point game. Now Hamelman on the other end, running the floor very well and gets her first bucket of the night. So brings it back to 6. Tabling just drives right through. And timeout on the floor, so we will take a timeout as well. More when we return here on GLICOD.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit macconstruction.com. Mac Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
We'll take a brief look in on the shooting here from Coach Love. Coach, you were just saying after that slow start, Trinity Lutheran?
Yeah, they missed their first 18 shots, and now since then they have shot it 37 times. So they've made about 10 out of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out of 16. So
yeah, that's
big difference. I mean,
big
everybody talks
difference.
about making shots, and that's what it's all about. They're right back in the ball game now.
Well, Coach Lang in our pregame show said, you know, they had to make shots, and they didn't in the first half, and they have in the second. And it's a 4-point ball game. Kaiser with it, gives it up to Miller. Now Gibson catches at the top of the key. Kaiser resets the offense there. It's Peyton Cougars in it in the ballgame now. Down in underneath, Tabling knocked it away from Hamelman though. Good defense down low. Floyd Central, a little bit of a smaller lineup in there now. And Tabling steps out, shoots the three, won't fall. Gibson hands it off to Kaiser, brings it across timeline to Hamelman. Back to Kaiser, who will reset from the circle. And again, Hamelman got in there underneath, and that time it was Madison Keith made her change her shot. And another empty trip for the Highlanders. We'll get it on the, Cockerham with the three. Her second made three-point bucket, and it is a 1-point ball game. Kaiser looks to take it inside, gets it up on the rim, but it won't go. Rushed that just a little bit. I think she thought maybe more contact was coming. Tabling leaves it off for Cockerham. Can't get the three, cleaned up by Gibson. 40 seconds here in this third quarter. Kaiser.
See who they want to find here. 20 seconds.
I'll get it on the ticker here in a moment, but Borden ahead of Henryville girls basketball action. 26-16 in the fourth. Miller looks to drive it, takes it in underneath, but Bailey Tabling knocked it out of her hands and out of bounds. So Floyd Central has 5.2 ticks to try to reset. Shelahowski and Brown checking the ball game. Cougars will take the ball out of bounds. Smacks the ball. Gets it to Brown. Brown gets a shot up, but could only find the side of the board. And Tabling content to let the clock run out. So that will end the third quarter. And as we go to the fourth, we've got a 1-point ball game here at Floyd Central High School. Come on back for more on
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities.
When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
Haven't beaten them in 10 years or something like that.
As the fourth quarter is underway here at Floyd Central High School, Trinity Lutheran with the ball first, but Keegan Kaiser steps in the passing lane, takes it away, goes to the other end, just about missed the connection with Ms. Coker, but cleaned up there. And now Brown for three off the rim and comes down to Trinity Lutheran. So 1 point lead for Floyd Central. Froge left wide open, just takes it. Shelahowski comes down with the board and is fouled. That's going to go against Emma Shetman, her second, I believe. See what the official says. Yes. So her second, team's third. And Floyd Central clinging to a 1 point lead. Has the ball. Kaiser shoots the three. It won't fall. And Kayleen Cockerham cleans it up. As Tabling looks to work it, finds the baseline and open space and drills it. And first lead of the game after trailing by as many as 12 for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, and we've got a timeout on the floor, so we will take a timeout as well when we return. More fourth quarter for you here on GLICOD.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
1 point lead for Trinity Lutheran over Floyd Central, and the shooting woes that befell the Trinity Lutheran Cougars in the first half have gone Floyd Central's way in this half, right, Coach?
That is correct. Second half, they're just 4 of 14 from the field after shooting 35% in the first half. Neither team got a very good start shooting-wise, but they've heated up now, and especially Tabling, my goodness.
Tabling now with 16 points, so on her way to her average. Shelahowski hands it off to Kaiser. Kaiser tried to turn the corner there, but that lane closed down. Now Miller. Miller gets a little screen and just couldn't get the jumper to go. Tabling cleans it up. Again, leads both in scoring and rebounding. And speaking of scoring, Tabling there with her 18th. And a 3 point lead being built now for Trinity Lutheran. Miller left wide open, but just can't get it to fall. And now the Highlanders may be pressing a little bit. Oh, wow. Froge buries the three. So Froge buries the three, and suddenly a 6 point lead for Trinity Lutheran. Timeout on the floor. We will go ahead and take another timeout as well. More fourth quarter on GLICOD.
This is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
was serenaded by the sounds of Don't Stop Believin'. Back here at Floyd Central High School, where the home Highlanders now trailing by 6.
Leading 20-10 at the half. So they've scored 26 points here in a quarter and a half. They being Trinity Lutheran.
As Floyd Central trying to make something happen, and does there. Keegan Kaiser cuts into that Trinity Lutheran lead.
Kaiser kind of cooled off there middle part of the game. Maybe she'll heat up again. It's interesting. She guards tabling, as is the reverse at the opposite end.
That's Froge, looks to drive it, but it's knocked away in a foul. And that's going to go against Gibson. Nora Gibson. I've got that as just her first, as that's what it is officially as well. Oh, blocked away, but coming up with it there is Keith. Good deflection by Floyd Central, but Keith, Johnny on the spot, or Jane on the spot, I should say, tabling with the runner. That was partially blocked. So 4-point lead for Trinity Lutheran, but Floyd Central with the chance to cut into that. Kaiser looks to drive, gives it up. Miller shoots the three, buries it. Samara Miller with her 7th point of the night. 36-35, and one and done. Shelahowski and Keith end up tied up, and that will go towards Floyd Central. Brown checks in the game. Shelahowski takes a brief rest as Gibson gets the ball into the hands of Kaiser. As Floyd Central looks to possibly take the lead. Brown travels.
That's a good call.
It was a good call. It just tried to head fake and went before she's put the ball on the floor. And you see that quite a bit in high school basketball, both boys and girls. Cockerham in the corner, back to Keith. It's a little screen to Froge. And a timeout on the floor. Now we are going to keep it here this time with 3:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. And we'll get the ticker back up there, brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. You can call Packy at 812-202-7271. Got a couple of final scores for you. Springs Valley and Christian Academy, and Henryville and Borden, both girls action Borden and Springs Valley winning those 2 ball games. Also remind you to click subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube, so you can know when we're have games coming up and games ongoing. Well, Coach, 1 point lead for Trinity Lutheran, and their shooting sure came back, especially tabling.
Yeah, you got to give them the edge now. They seem to have momentum on their side. Kaiser made a couple baskets there to kind of bring them back a little bit for Floyd Central, but those 2 players in particular, Keegan Kaiser and Bailey Tabling, good games, guarding each other all night long.
So back underway here. Froge with it, gives it up into the hands of Keith Cockerham. Cockerham lost the handle but got it back. Now gets it to Tabling. Tabling working against Kaiser.
Double team.
And then here comes the double team. Out of it to Cockerham. That left somebody open. And Trinity Lutheran looks to reset. Now Brown on Tabling. And 5-second closely guarded. So good defense by the Highlanders.
Just the 4th turnover in the whole ball game that I have against Trinity Lutheran. So they've had an outstanding ball handling game. That was a key turnover there.
Gibson takes it down, gets it to the post, doesn't look to shoot it, gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser, long 2, won't go. Gibson tips it back to herself, up off the glass, and good. Floyd Central retakes the lead on that Nora Gibson bucket. And then down inside, whistle as Tabling was driving. She hit the deck.
Are they going to call that a shooting foul or not? Yep, going to be a shooting foul.
So Kendall Brown whistled for her her third. My apologies. Third team foul for Floyd Central as Tabling ties it up. 73% free throw shooter, missed a couple early, nails both of those, and Trinity Lutheran back ahead by 1. Kaiser, cross timeline. And from the free throw line, Money. Now, Tabling. Working against Kaiser. Oh, got a little space there, but was short. Froge follows it up. Nice follow there. And Trinity Lutheran back ahead. On the other end, Miller puts it in for 2. Excuse me, Kendall Brown. I'm sorry. My apologies. Kendall Brown with that bucket. 41-40. We've got a timeout on the floor, but again, we will keep it here. Fulfilled our obligations. I'd like to thank Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville for their sponsorship of our broadcast this season. For the widest selection of pre-owned cars, visit locally owned Jim Butner Auto, where they are striving to keep you driving. As Floyd Central back ahead by 1 with 2:15 remaining here in the 4th quarter. And Coach, thought maybe we might have a blowout one way, and then I thought, well, the momentum had swung Trinity Lutheran's way, and I thought they might run away with it. And Floyd Central showing a little grit here on senior night to not go quietly into the night, and we've got a 1-point game with 2:15 left.
Don't think anybody's going to run away with it. This game could go either way. A well-played second half. I didn't like the first half at all because of the shooting, but, both teams come to life, especially Tabling. You only had her for maybe 6 points first half, something like that.
3 at half, and has 18 now, so 15 second half points.
And definitely the go-to person, and just like Kaiser, I'd like to see her get that open look again, as she's done so well here in the second half.
Froge now with it, working against Brown. Now Tabling against Gibson. Screen coming. Let's see if there's a switch. And buries the 3. Does miss Tabling. 2-point lead now for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars. That's a big bucket there.
Oh, it is. You don't want to panic if you're Floyd. Get a good shot. Here it comes.
And Miller lays it up and in.
Another tie ball game. On the line for 2.
On the other end. And that's Cockerham.
Yep.
For 2, her 8th. Kaiser to Miller. Cross-courted to Brown. With a minute to go. See if Floyd Central, they don't want to hold for 1, but they sure want to get a good shot. That was Brown drawing the foul in that low post.
See if you can make free throws tie this thing up again.
She's made a couple tonight.
Just 4 of 8 is Floyd Central for the game and the free throw line.
And that was Shepman's 3rd foul, should say.
Oh, I was going to say none more important than these, but off the back iron. As
Brown eyes the second, flies it, and knocks that one home. She's made 1 of 2 on all 3 trips tonight. Good defense there by Kaiser. Just a 1-point game.
I agree with the fan. She walked.
But
she
ended
walked
up with
again.
it.
Oh my gosh, that's 2 walks.
Now cross court, Cockerham, she's going to shoot the 3. It won't go, but Floyd Central doesn't get the board, and a timeout by the Trinity Lutheran head coach, Mike Lang, with 39.7 left. And talk about rebounding being important, and Trinity Lutheran getting a couple extra chances.
I don't think there's any doubt. Coach John Fania is down there arguing the point. You know, politely arguing, I should say. But definitely there was traveling at least once, if not twice, in that one possession half court.
So Floyd Central trailing by 1, Trinity Lutheran with the ball. And both teams with fouls to give, so you can't send send the other team to the line. Now what you can do is play good defense. You do have a couple of fouls, though, that you can certainly disrupt things by going ahead and giving that foul.
As long as it's not a shooting foul.
Yep.
Strategy at work out here. See what they come up with.
Tabling, springs free, gets the ball. Kaiser on her. Certainly, if anybody's fouled, that's who they want to go to the line. And Kaiser commits her second, and that's going to send.
No.
Oh, that's right. Fouls give. Duh.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I had to give myself a duh. Yeah.
4 team fouls. They still got 2 more to give before there it goes.
And there goes another one.
That's their strategy. And just in case they need it, that doesn't hurt anything. Just the 5th team foul. Need to give 1 more.
Now Kendall Brown can't give another, though, because that's her 4th. Tabling with it, working against Kaiser. Lost the handle.
Oh, double dribble.
And double dribble. So good defense by Keegan Kaiser.
Big turnover.
So Nora Gibson to take the ball out on the side out. 25 seconds, trailing by 1. Miller calls for it. Gets a screen. Shelahowski. Miller takes it down inside. Fouled. And she will go to the line.
Yep.
So Froge with the foul. Her second.
Team 5th.
Team 5th.
But 2 big free throws here for sure. And the crowd got quiet, and she missed it.
And I'm sorry, I just realized I hadn't been keeping track of those timeouts. So now they will be proper up on the screen. And Miller gets the 1, and that makes it tie ball game.
Oh, there's a foul.
There's a foul.
That's okay. It's not a shooting foul.
Not a shooting foul with 9.8 left. Keegan Kaiser racing ahead there.
Solid defense here.
Cockerham triggers and knocked away by Kaiser. A tick goes off the clock. Cockerham looks to get it in and does. That's Keith. Cockerham tabling, and she's fouled. And are they going to call that shooting?
Doesn't matter. It'll be the 7th team foul. She'll go to the line.
She's going to go to the line? No, it's just the 6th, I believe. No, it is the 7th. You are absolutely correct.
Big free throws.
Big free throws.
Or just one's all you need. It's only 0.4 of a second left. They got to make the first. And
she does. That's going to do it.
Wow.
And a timeout on the floor. It is a heartbreaker on senior night for these Floyd Central seniors. We will step away, take a brief break. When we come back, more on GLICOD.
This is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
That ought to do it, though. It really should.
That 1 point probably is going to do it on this Floyd Central senior night as Bailey Tabling knocks home her 22nd point of the night and increase that lead by just one, but that's all it's going to take, and you can bet Trinity Lutheran coaching staff's telling Tabling with 4/10 left, just leave it up there. If you make it, great. If not, you miss. And a heave will not go, and that is the final then from Floyd Central High School, where the Trinity Lutheran Cougars defeat the Floyd Central Highlanders in a heartbreaker for the Highlanders, 46-45. Come on back for the postgame show here on GLICOD.
Opioid overdoses in Clark County are at record highs. That's why the Clark County Health Department is now training volunteers to administer to victims of opioid abuse the drug Narcan, which may reverse its effects. To find out when and where CPR and Narcan training will be available, visit clarkhealth.net. You can help control the opioid epidemic. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Find a wide selection of batteries for all types of vehicles at their locally owned Jeffersonville location, 1510 Production Road.
Trinity Lutheran leads the series over Floyd Central 3-0. They've won all three matchups between these two teams, winning again tonight 46-45. Trinity Lutheran, 1A school out of Seymour, improves to 13-6. Floyd Central falls to 7-12 on the season. And the the Cougars. Coach, I have to say, we've seen a couple of good players, young ladies, this year on GLICOD. I have to say for these Trinity Lutheran Cougars who are headed to the sectional at West Washington. It's one of those things in that 1A sectional. Boy, when you've got a player like Bailey Tabling, you could always make some noise in any tournament you're in, you think.
You think so? There is no question. I mean, outstanding. I just couldn't believe the first half, though. I mean, I think she was pressing a little bit, taking maybe some off-balance shots and that sort of. But when she got it going there, when they took the lead, and I wrote it down, Todd, as a matter of fact, they first took the lead at 6:43 in the fourth quarter by a score of 31-30, and after trailing by 10 at halftime to come back and win this game, they really got it going well.
Well, let's step away again, hear from some more of our great GLICOD sponsors, and when we come back, we are going to have all the final numbers brought to you by German American Bank, both individual scoring and also team numbers. So stay tuned for all of that, and we also have, of course, our most outstanding player yet to come here on GLICOD's postgame show.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it is not right for teens. Paid for by Drug-Free Communities, the Department of Mental Health and Addictions, and Our Place.
As COVID-19 continues in our community, we are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
I'm your cat, and ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is a billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Skyline for me is like my second home. So I started off at drive-thru, and then the next thing I know, I was serving full-time. My favorite regulars are always the ones with the kids. We're just laughing, talking, catching up on whatever's going on in our lives. Sometimes when I'm working the drive-thru, I'll hear a specific voice, and I know exactly who it is. When they pull around, I'm so excited to see them, and they're just as happy to see me. Skyline is more than just a restaurant to me. It's a fun place to work, and it's a fun place to eat.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
As we are back here at Floyd Central High School, our final score, Trinity Lutheran 46, the Highlanders 45. A little bit of a heartbreaker for the Highlanders, just being that it was senior night tonight at Floyd Central, and these seniors certainly would like to have closed out their career with a home win. But Trinity Lutheran battled and ended up handing Floyd Central their 12th loss of the season. Well, it's time to look at scoring. So for that, we will put this graphic up, and again, brought to you by German American Bank. A look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. For the Highlanders, they were led by Keegan Kaiser, senior point guard, had 17, 10 from Samara Miller, 8 of those coming in the second half. 7 from Kendall Brown, 6 from Nora Gibson, and 2 apiece from Maddie Hamelman and C.J. Shelahowski. Again, Keegan Kaiser leading the Highlanders. For the Trinity Lutheran Cougars, you can see that on the graphic, 22 points from Bailey Tabling, as she only had 3 at the half, and so poured in 19 points in the second half, including the game winner there from the free throw line. 8 apiece for Kayleen Cockerham and Liza, I should say, Froge. And Madison Keith had 6 for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars. Now I'm going to turn it over to Coach Love, as he will give us the stats for both of these ball clubs.
Trinity Lutheran, 17 of 50 from the field, 34%, which is not very high, but base that on the first half when they were like 1 for 20 or something like that. Anyway, 5 of 22 from three-point line, 22.7%. Both teams shot 50% free throws, 7 of 14 for Trinity Lutheran. I had them with only 5 turnovers in the ball game, so a good floor game, and I had them out-rebounding Floyd Central 34-26, which was something Coach was really striving for, I think, in this game. Turning it over to Floyd Central, heartbreaking loss that they suffered. 18 of 46, I have them from the field. That's 39%. 3 of 12 from beyond the arc, 25%. As I said, 50% on free throws. That was 6 of 12. Only had 7 turnovers compared to the 5 for Trinity Lutheran, but got out-rebounded by 8 with 26 did Floyd Central have. So rebounding and shooting. There you go.
Rebounding and shooting. Yeah, we talked about that, and that really made a difference, and that big difference between the first half and second half shooting, certainly for Trinity Lutheran. And boy, Bailey Tabling. We said it. How many times did I say it, Coach? Water's going to find its level. That's so cliche, but she averages 21.3 and had 22 on the night.
You just knew she was going to keep firing it up there. And, I mentioned earlier, well, just think what it would have been like if they didn't made any shots at all in that first half.
Right.
Where they were just 3 of 24 shooting in the first half, 12.5%, and end up at 34%. So really great second half for them. Got the momentum rolling and was lucky to get that foul at the 0.4 of a second left. Tabling goes to the free throw line, makes one, which sealed the game. Hit the rim on the next one to start the clock, and it was over with for the Highlanders.
All righty. Well, let's step away here from some more of our fantastic sponsors. When we return, we will have the most outstanding players. I should remind you again that these final stats brought to you by German American Bank. German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. When we return, the most outstanding players for both teams here on GLICOD.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Your busy, always on the go. And when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to priority radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to priority radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks before I could even start a treatment. I was able to get what I needed right away.
As COVID-19 continues in our community, we are seeing increased cases in the younger population. While severity may be lower, there are still many health issues associated with infection, risk of transmission to other vulnerable citizens, and increasing the rate of development of variant strains. This is why the CDC recommends you get vaccinated. For more information or to schedule a COVID-19 vaccine or test, visit www.clarkhealth.net. Again, that's www.clarkhealth.net.
We've always gone to Skyline. As soon as we get there, the girls run to make sure that we can get the counter. It's kind of neat for the kids to sit there and watch their food being made.
It's like right in front of you, showing kind of like how it's actually done. It's awesome because it's a Skyline thing.
Very, very, very awesome.
Where else can you go and play and entertain yourself and eat, you know?
Nobody has a counter like Skyline. It's just the best.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on GLICOD.
Time for Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by Skyline Chili on Grantline Road near I-265. If it's game time, it's Skyline time. And to choose our two most outstanding players, one from each team, I'm going to turn it over to Coach Love. Coach?
I think we already let the cat out of the bag, didn't we?
Well, we probably did,
Well,
yes.
Billy Tabling for the Cougars, Trinity Lutheran, after just 3 points in the first half, you thought, wait a minute, she averages 21? What are you talking? Hell, 19 points in the second half, ends up with 22. And then on the other side there for Floyd Central, Keegan Kaiser, senior, had 17 points to lead them in really a balanced scoring attack for Floyd Central. But I guess the thing I want to get to is they must be the best athletes on both teams because they guarded each other all night long and, handled the ball, point guard type situation and leading scorers. So congratulations, Trinity Lutheran, Bailey Tabling, and Floyd Central, Keegan Kaiser. Both, Tabling's only a junior too.
Yep.
Check that out.
Yep.
Anyway,
Already,
congratulations to those two.
And as we know, already well past 1,000 points in her career. So tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by Skyline Chili on Grantline Road near I-265. If it's game time, it's Skyline time. You can nominate your favorite student athletes for GLICOD's Most Outstanding Student Athlete Award. This winter, a male and female high school student will be recognized for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements during the fall sports season. For more information and to submit an application, visit GLICOD.com. Want to briefly show you what's coming up here on GLICOD, and that will be in the way of the schedule. And the schedule does look like it has a little hole in it, as the 9-round kickboxing schedule was supposed to have New Albany at Silver Creek tomorrow night. We got word right as we were going on the air that game has been postponed. We'd only be guessing to tell you when the game will be postponed. So for right now, we will just say stay tuned. If we can bring that to you on GLICOD, we will surely try. Next Thursday, Coach Love and I will be following these Floyd Central Highlanders to Providence for Floyd Central at Providence. Girls basketball action at 7:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, out to Borden High School, where Jeff Cooper and I will bring you the Christian Academy Warriors at the Borden Braves. I have to say it's my first time going to Borden High School, even after all these years of doing ball games. So I'm excited just to get to go out there and do a ball game. So that one next Saturday, Kai at Borden. And, of course, always check. Those are our IHSAA games, but make sure and check the GLICOD schedule. Lots of local ball games coming up for you. Coach, it's time for final thoughts. Any particular final thoughts on ball game tonight with the girls' season dwindling down? Just another couple of games, and it'll be tournament time.
I do have comments. Heartbreaker for Floyd Central. You know, you go down that last minute or two of the game, the lead went back and forth a point, 2 points here or there. Really could have gone to anybody, but have to end up with that foul on the best player of Trinity Lutheran to get to the free throw line and seal it. Like I said, heartbreaker for Floyd Central. Nice balanced scoring in the game. Shot the ball reasonably well, but could have just as easily won as not to have won.
Well, those are Coach's final thoughts, and just again, for another time, I'll just tell you, for the most in-depth coverage of all Southern Indiana high school sports, visit GLICOD.com. Tonight's executive producer was Steve Bird. Xander Essex was running our camera for us tonight. For Coach Paul Love, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying so long from Floyd Central High School, where once again the final score was Trinity Lutheran 46, Floyd Central 45. You've been watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on GLICOD. Good night, and God bless everybody.
From GLICOD, this has been Jim Butner Auto Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. By Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. By the Clark County Health Department, promoting a safe and healthy community, clarkhealth.net. By Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives. By Centra Credit Union, Carter Family Dentistry in New Albany, State Farm Insurance Agent Teresa Lamb, Our Place, Burns Garage, Priority Radiology, and Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, GLICOD.com, Facebook and Twitter @GLICOD. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GLICOD.